Welcome to Biz Dev Live. I'm so excited to talk to you today about business development. What is Biz Dev? I know you're saying to yourself, I don't know what that is, but it sounds provocative. It sounds amazing. But what exactly is business development? So today I am excited to talk to you, but I also have a special guest, Miss Lynne Roe of LSR Consultants. She is somebody that hosts the 5 a.m. club, which I'm a part of and attend most days when I can get my butt out of bed and into the world and actually talk about my win from yesterday and what 3 things I want to accomplish today. I'm proud to say Lynne, who's sitting in the back room here, that I actually got one of the things already scratched off my list, in addition to 3 one-on-one appointments that were amazing this morning. And I am really looking forward to a very productive and active day, getting the rest of the things scratched off my list. So I'm going to bring Lynne Roe in here without further ado to talk to us about what she thinks business development is. All right. Hey, how are you, Lynne?
Hey, Cameron, how are you?
I'm doing very well. I'm so glad that you could join me and make this show a little bit more interesting. Thank you for being a surprise guest here and jumping in to talk to us about what Biz Dev means to you. I know your time is valuable, so we'll get right to it. What does business development mean to you when you hear Biz Dev and business development?
You know, when you first asked me this question, I thought, well, is he talking about business development as in I'm developing my business, I'm growing my business, or is he talking about business development in terms of I need to find more clients? So I actually think it has kind of 2 definitions. I'm developing a business that's putting together all the processes and procedures, all the laying the foundation for developing your business. And it also can mean actually gaining new clients. How do I bring more people into my business? How do I get more clients?
Yeah, and that's the 2 ways that I really understand it, right? I understand it as organizational growth and development, but I think the big term as it's used, and I pulled it from Gary B. I'm a big fan of Gary Vaynerchuk. And when he talks about Biz Dev, he's talking about Biz Dev in the conversation of bringing in business relationships and partnerships and contractual relationships with big entities, right? Business development for your marketing or consulting agency, definitely in that sense of the word. But I definitely love both definitions. Can you talk to us before I let you go here, just how you help? Because I know you've helped me in both senses of those words, both in the idea of how to bring clients into Toth Event Staffing and into Biz Dev Live, the network of this as I go towards actual real business development activities in terms of sales as I monetize the brand, but also really on the other side of this in terms of the growth and development of the organization.
Sure. You know, growing a business takes a lot of different aspects, and that's what I help people growing their business with. When you start a business, it's usually because you've got a tremendous skill in some area. But it isn't necessarily because you're great at growing a business, right? So it really helps to bring in a business coach of some sort who can guide you in how to set up all the business processes you need to even know what all those processes are to keep you moving. And one of them is having a sales process, to actually developing a process to create sales or to bring sales to you. You know, you've got to get people to know who you are and what you do. And then you've got to get them from there to buying your product or service. So having someone on the back end who can actually help you put all those processes and procedures in place and keep you accountable to do the things you need to do, that's the role of a business coach.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me and enhancing the program today as I try to wrap people's heads around this whole biz dev thing. I'm only 178 episodes in. I'm thinking another 178 episodes, and I'll really make sure that I get this whole thing down in terms of explaining biz dev to folks. Any parting words for folks before you go, Lynne?
So if we're going to talk about business development in a sales sense, bringing in new business, just create a process for yourself and do it on a regular basis, something you're doing every day or at least several times a week. because that's how you ensure that you have consistent sales all year long. If you're kind of doing this up and down thing, you're going to have inconsistent sales, and you get real busy with your clients, and so you can't go out and sell. You really need to have something consistent in your calendar all the time, so you end up with consistent sales throughout the year.
All right. And that's why it always brings us back to, are you working in your business? Are you working on your business? Are you spending some time equally so that you can actually build out that sales funnel so that you know when you're working on what, and you're not stressed? You're actually building and growing the organization. Something that I talk a lot about on here is saving for capital growth, so just planning out the finances of the business so that, yes, you're making money, but are you also making money in a way where you can do the actual biz development in terms of long-term development and growth of the organization? If you're in the food or retail side, can you purchase that new location, that new truck, that new thing, right? Are you saving beyond the profit that you want to make for yourself to actually build and grow the organization? When I think of biz dev, it's exactly along those terms of, what am I doing to actually grow and make my life easier and make the mission of the organization go beyond? We talk about Master Networks, we're both Master Networks members, a legacy beyond the business, and that is biz dev all the way for me.
And doing that, saving for your longer term goals, is actually, it's a habit that you've got to put yourself into. Mm-hmm. You take some of the money out every single month and you put it aside, and you don't look at it. You put it in an account you can't even see very easily. And amazingly, it'll grow and you won't even miss it. If you take out a small percentage, 10% a month or something, you'll hardly even miss the money that you don't have there. And at the end of the year, you'll be like, whoa, I saved all this money for my next location. It's going to be awesome.
And it works so well across all the different platforms, right? So whether it's saving for your business, retirement, I've been putting $50 away for retirement with Chris Calabro's help, part of our Mount Pleasant chapter. And that's grown just in a year. $600 has grown on top of the $50 that I've put away every week for a little more than a year. And that's just money that I would not have been able to get. It's like being in a company that offers a 401k and not participating, right? It's just like, if you're not doing it, you're not participating, you're not putting your money to the best use possible. Lynne, thank you so much for being on the show. Let everybody know where they can find you on the interwebs here before you go.
Yep. You can find my website at lsrconsultants.com, and you can find me on LinkedIn at Lynne Roe. And at LSR Consultants.
Thank you so much for being on the show today, Lynne.
All right. Have a good day.
So just before I go today, before I leave you all, I'm so glad that Lynne could join us and highlight that stuff. I got a video that I'm actually going to drop actually on Facebook and LinkedIn that Keisha King gave me, and I couldn't access and make it a part of the show today, but I'm excited to have her input as well, to give you guys just some more input on what biz dev means to some different people. I really want to hear your definitions of biz dev. What do you think when you hear the words biz dev? I want to hear what it means to you. If I've changed the meaning of it for you, I'd love to hear that. But get into your business. What is biz dev? Growing your business, whatever, however, whichever way possible. It definitely has these two meanings of, one, sales, contractual, but also business growth. That is what I do here every day at 11 a.m. every day, Monday through Friday, interviewing entrepreneurs, small business owners, bringing you incredible content. We have some incredible guests lined up even this week. I'm so excited to bring them to you every day. I'm excited about Biz Dev Live Networking. If you're watching now, we're going to be on that at 12 o'clock today. Biz Dev Live Networking, actually meeting people, connecting, and growing our business. Biz Dev Live. That is what it is all about. I look forward to connecting with you wherever you are. Come and see me on Clubhouse Wednesdays tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. I'll be holding a room called What is Your Why and What is Your Need? Biz Dev Live. Come and check me out there. We have some great moderators, including D-Ran Anderson Hooper, Ramon Ray, who is an amazing personal brand guru, and many, many more. I look forward again to connecting with you wherever you are. I love you. Make sure you share, like, hit that bell for notifications. I really want your live participation. You'll get some value if you ask the questions that you need to ask to move your business forward and develop your business. Every single day, I'm trying to provide that value to you where you can actually interact with me live. We'll throw your comments on the screen. We'll provide that help. I love you.
Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. This is business development, not even selling it. This is intelligent. If you watch it, I promise you benefit. Leadership and motivation, empathy and inspiration. Leadership and motivation, empathy and inspiration. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. Biz